To this. Excuse me, let me clear my throat. First of all, this was a really good game. Very dramatic, exactly what we wanted. Uh, Instant reaction here. A couple things I liked, a couple things I don't like in any order, not specific. But one thing I didn't like from the Dodgers is the perpetual pitching changes. Did they use 8 pitchers or 9 pitchers? They used so many pitchers. And Dustin May did not pitch very well. And Joe Kelly did not pitch very well. Believe me, as an Astros fan, I have this theory we're all haters. So whatever. If I'm hating on him, I'm hating on him. He hated on us. Joe Kelly, to see him choke like he did was very satisfying. And he's not the one that brought them there. He only pitched in the regular season 10.2 innings anyway. Some injury or something like that. He really wasn't part of the team. Now let's go to the rest of the guys. Like I said, 8, 9 pitching changes. Not a fan. You had like pitching like Alex Wood, Dustin May, Tony Gonsolin, Joe Kelly, on and on and on. I can't even name them. The only reason you change a pitcher, in my opinion, is they're not pitching well. But but the Dodgers go into the most annoying sabermetric bullpenning I have ever seen. And that sabermetric bullpenning is what cost them the World Series in 2017. But instead of doing something about it, they talk about it and moan about it and groan about it. And I even have friends that are Dodgers fans, and shout out to them. But the Dodgers sabermetric bullpenning is so irritating and annoying. It's just crazy that Dave Roberts and those sabermetric analytics guys just keep doing that. There's a total difference between being in analytics and analyzing something. And you have to analyze something like Dusty Baker in the moment keeping Greinke in, for example. And it's just so absolutely annoying. Austin Meadows, 3 for 1. Yandy Diaz, 1 for 1. Okay, third player, Brandon Lau, 2 for 5. Fourth player, Arozarena, Randy Arozarena, 1 for 3. G-Man Choi, is this the sixth player or the fifth player? 1 for 3. Seventh player, Manuel Margot, 2 for 3. Eighth player, Joey Wendell, 1 for 3. Willie Adames, 10th player, 1 for 4. And Kevin Kiermaier, who's an amazing player. Sometimes he goes cold at the bat, but he'll be around at the right time. 10th player, 0 for 4 today. And Mike Zunino, he's got the go big or go home mentality. He's looking for middle fastballs. He sits on fastballs. He can't hit the changeup unless it's middle zone. But these guys, these go big or go home swingers, like Cody Belliacre, Mike Zunino, they're going to strike out a lot. But Cody Belliacre, I thought I was in the twilight zone for a minute because the guy, 1-0 count sits on it, 2-0 count sits on it, 3-0 count sits on it. And then all of a sudden he gets a middle fastball, big swing, out of here. And his average goes up. It was a game one or game two against Atlanta. Then, once again, does the same thing. He sees that Nick Anderson's throwing fastballs yesterday, and center cut, middle fastball, takes it yard, and at least his swing is smooth enough and to get right there and not miss the pitch when it comes. But after that, tonight, I was watching him, and I cannot remember, was it against Pete Fairbanks or who was it against? But it just seemed like he was guessing. I was just watching his pitches, and it's just like, if you don't throw him a strike on the first pitch, or you don't get him into a 3-2 count where he knows there's going to be a fastball, he doesn't know what to do. So you can't throw him a first pitch middle, and you can't throw him a 3-2 fastball middle. You got to walk him at that point. But the in between stuff. So, hey, credit to him. He's made a few balls fly out of the park. He's got a big swing, massive power. You know, I can't say he's just the worst player on earth, but he is go big or go home mentality. Also, shout out to Corey Seager for having a good game. Shout out to, who's the other guy on the Dodgers that hit the home run? Oh, Chris Taylor had a home run, 2-run home run, right when they needed it. Those guys are clutch. They're playing their butts off trying to win this for the Dodgers. So it was a really good game overall. I think that it was a really tight game, very dramatic. I wouldn't say that one's like completely dominated, but the Rays dominated way enough to pull ahead that they could not be caught. And big shout out to Brandon Lau for those 2 home runs. Joey Wendell with that 2 RBI double right at the right time. Or was that? Yeah, that was 2 RBIs. This was an amazing game. I don't know where to go on and on and on, but Kevin Cash is bullpenning these guys exactly the way he's supposed to, and to only do all this with $69 million versus that Goliath $221 million. Believe me, the Fox Sports announcers are completely wrong. These guys will spend money and spend money and spend money until they build a championship team. And their X factor this year has definitely been on top of their team, adding on top of it Mookie Betts, who stole a home run away from Freddie Freeman, one of my favorite players in the league. Made a bunch of great catches. He's just an amazing player. And, hopefully Kevin Cash is able to work around with the matchups. Pete Fairbanks looks absolutely amazing. Diego Castillo, mostly hot, sometimes cold, looked really good. Cody Belliacre looked like he was guessing at the pitches. For me, like, if I were pitched to him and I had that technique and ability to pitch, I would definitely not be throwing him heaters at the beginning or inning of a at bat. And so you can just kind of do your analytics on what these guys' strong points and weak points are. But right now, like I've said it before, the Tampa Bay Rays have a lot of balance. And so they've got the hitters, they've got the bullpen, they've got the starters. Friday, Charlie Morton versus Walker Buehler. Charlie Morton pitched absolutely lights out the last time I saw him. That guy has so much movement, and he'll work inside, he'll work outside, he'll do front door, he'll do back door. He works east and west, he works off speed, he works up and down, he works the heater. This guy does absolutely everything right, so it should be interesting. It's going to be a tight game on Friday. Let at least 4 games pass. See if somebody pulls out to a 3-1 lead, or if it's a 2-2, or where we're at after 4 games. But right now we're at 1-1. Absolutely amazing. The Tampa Bay Rays fight back, and the Rays are back in it. Anyway, 1-1. Take care. That's my video, and I will see you guys later.